My teacher did things to me in our classroom.
Her hand is literally in my lap.
Uh-huh.
And then she starts moving her hand left and right.
It's because I guarantee you it's because she's switching pages. I guarantee you she's switching pages, chat. Hey, I'm live on Twitch every single Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Link is in the description. I better see you there.
She is literally stroking my...
Her book. It's a book. I guarantee you it's a book.
Before I get into this, I don't know one nigga that hasn't dreamed of cuffing at least one of their teachers. And if you're a guy who hasn't drooled at the thought of dating at least one of your teachers, you're lying. You're obviously lying.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You sound like a fiend. Drew, you turned into a dog over a teacher, bro. You need to chill. Calm down. You need to relax, buddy.
And that's fine. But I'm not gonna cap. I had a couple of teachers that I would let tutor me from home, if you catch my drift. Now that we got that out of the way,
Are you good,
let me
bro?
tell you guys about the strange things my teacher did to me in our classroom.
Okay.
I was at a barbershop a couple weeks ago getting a cut, looking fresh, and my barber was talking about his high school days of when he was on the football team. He was telling me after...
No one trying to hear none of that. Just cut my hair, bro. We can talk about the football game that was like last Sunday. We don't need to talk about your prime days, buddy.
Was talking about his high school days of when he was on the football team. He was telling me after every game they won, he would go back to some of the teachers, and the teachers would relieve some of their stress, if you know what I'm saying.
You're telling me teacher is sucking sweaty. I'm not even saying the full sentence, bro. This is ridiculous. That's cap. That's cap. Cause that's that uncle that just be talking to talk. He not saying nothing real. That is a liar. I put 20 on it.
Number one, I know he's not gonna keep cutting my hair like he ain't just say that. And number two, I don't know how true that is.
I don't think it's true at all.
Hair like he ain't just say that. And number two, I don't know how true that is.
What if he's reminiscing his old days, right? He turns you around the chair, or he's walking around you, and you just see it get stiff. I promise you, if my barber ever gets stiff in front of me, I'm smacking it out my face. Doing my fault.
But that did make me remember one of my teachers. Let's just call her Miss Melissa. Now, due to the fact that I don't want her to get fired, I'm not actually gonna use her name or her physical features.
Did you say, okay, so what she did to you couldn't have been anything crazy, because this would mean that you would allow her to take advantage of more kids, right? So by default, we know she didn't do nothing crazy. Okay.
All you gotta know is she wasn't looking bad for a 30-year-old. She was actually very open about her relationship with her husband to her students, or at least to me she was.
Yo, first off, that's a nasty ass red flag right there, but we're gonna keep it pushing. You want some cookie? That's too bad.
You can tell some days she wasn't in the best of moods, and those were the best days, cause I'm very chill. Adults love me. All I gotta do is be like, hey, Miss Melissa, my teacher taught me about acute angles today, and the only thing I could think of was you.
You sound like a victim, bro.
Hey, Miss Melissa.
You good, bro?
I gotta relax. Okay, hey, Miss Melissa. I'm not really feeling it today. The only thing I feel like learning is how to make you... This is so dumb.
Is he good?
Okay.
Is he good?
For real this time. Whew. Hey, Miss Melissa. I'm not really feeling it today. The only thing I feel like is learning how to make you happy. Something dumb like that. Teachers are easily impressed, okay? The pickup line doesn't have to be good. It just
What
has
do you
to
mean pickup line? You are talking to your teacher.
be good enough to make them smile. Teachers just want to be happy. They're human, just like we're human, and we often forget that sometimes. But anyways, one day we're in class and somehow we get on the topic of skin tones. And obviously, me being dark skinned, the whole class was making fun of me for having dark skin.
The whole class? What do you mean by the whole class? You got me like 2 or 3 people. There's no way the whole class was pointing and laughing at you, bro. Unless you grew up in like the 70s, then maybe. But golly.
Typical kid stuff. And for anyone going through that, trust me, it'll get better. But anyways, I was getting clowned on, and this was before I was confident. So I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurted me though. But then my beautiful Miss Melissa.
Who's this on the left with a beard? What grade are you in? How old are you? How does he have a beard?
Comes over to me, puts her hand on my shoulder,
Okay.
and is like, now class, stop. Stanley has beautiful skin. And just like that, the whole class stopped and went back to what they were doing.
Like me would have laughed harder. No.
But I noticed Miss Melissa's hand didn't stop touching me. They were actually going further down towards my area 51.
Yeah, but you had a book in your lap.
Is this
You had a book in
happening
your
right
lap.
now? Is this
Darman
real?
ass
This
story.
is not a drill, people. It is finally happening. Her hand is literally in my lap. And then she starts moving her hand left and right. She is
It's because he has a
literally
book.
stroking my forearm for no reason.
Forearm, book, same shit.
Do I yell? Do I ask for help? Do I take her on a date? Do I yell? Like, what do I do? I'm looking at Miss Melissa. She has my whole arm in her hands. Like, what are you trying to do? You trying to go crazy? And she's staring.
I would bet a significant amount of money that he's misremembering every single thing happening right now. I don't believe it. I'm calling him a cap artist. Okay. I'll say it right now. Because if you're not willing to expose her, I'm calling you a cap artist.
Dead at my soul. All right, enough said. Today is the day that I become a man. But then, of course, some nosy little shorty in front of me turns her big head self around and sees my arm in her hands. And obviously, the teacher quickly starts realizing that, oh shoot, I might get fired. This doesn't look right. So she puts my arm down and awkwardly,
Like,
it doesn't look right.
Like, your hand
she-
isn't even her hand, bro. Your hand are on her breast. I had a friend in elementary, and we had this teacher. She liked being revealing where her chest, her breasts were out, and they were sitting down watching us at recess. And the boy was like, "Watch this. I'm about to go hug our teacher." Right? He hugs the teacher, right? Normal hug until he puts his head like right here and just starts rubbing like this. Nigga was a fucking fiend, bro.
He puts my arm down and
He's just out of diapers and he's already a
acts
fiend.
like nothing ever happened. So needless to say, our teacher-student relationship was dead after that.
I always remember back on that moment and I think to myself, was she really trying to do something in front of a class full of students?
You know damn well that's not what's about to happen.
Like, think about that. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think she was trying to do nothing. Like, let's be real.
I
Let's
don't
keep it real
either.
for a second.
Chat, do y'all think she was trying to do something? The whole video's a lie.
She was like 37. I was like 15, 16, and like this
Damn,
isn't
you 15, get 16 in your class still making fun of your skin color? Children.
Stanley Animations we're talking about here. This is Stanley Paul, the man who has less than 400 followers on his real Instagram account. Wasn't no teacher about to risk losing her job and going crazy with another student for a dude who has no clout in his own school, my guy. Like,
I had 2 pedophiles at my school, bro. They don't care about none of that. We had 2 teachers locked up for messing with kids. And I'll let you know, bro. They don't care about none of that. Not all. Not all.